Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness. Super excited to be here on day 2 of the Art Boss Challenge. You guys have rocked it out. You guys are doing an amazing job. We're super excited to be here on today. It's called The Path to the Sale. We're going to be jumping into the training today. We're going to be talking about the whole entire Art Boss formula. Great stuff yesterday. If you haven't had a chance to watch the training yesterday, I actually gave you the full entire system, the whole entire Art Boss formula for closing more online sales. We talked about everything you need, the 5 components that you need to have in your business, in your selling system in order to close more sales. So all of the content here over the next couple of days is going to build on one another. So if you missed yesterday's training, that's totally cool. It's sitting right in here inside of the Facebook group, and it's pinned to the very top in the featured section. You can go ahead and grab that training. Today, we're going to actually start diving into the components. We're going to start diving into the first 3 components, those first 3 things that you need to have set up in your art businesses, in your online art businesses, to start closing sales. So as you guys are signing in, I want you guys to give us the thumbs up, give us the heart, say hello, introduce yourself. Here's what I want you guys to do today. I absolutely love getting to know you guys. And I love seeing all the artwork that you're posting inside of the Facebook group. Keep posting it. I want to ask you this question today. I want to ask you to tell us about your artwork. Like, what do you do? Tell us about what kind of artist you are, maybe how long you've been doing it, why you're so passionate about being an artist. But go ahead and give us, like, in 3 sentences or less, like, I'm an acrylic painter. I love painting pineapples. Okay, so that's something that I do. That's one of my core products that I have inside of my art business. Share with us. Tell us a little bit about you, about who you are. One of the big things and the promises that we do here is we connect you with a community of like-minded artists who are all walking that same path to figuring out all this online stuff. So go ahead and share a picture as well. If you have a picture, you can pop in there. That would be absolutely wonderful. And as you guys are doing that, here's what I want you to know that I know about you guys. Okay, so we have been working with, oh my goodness, we had 1,000 people join this Facebook group just for this event. And when you come into the Facebook group, if you have art on your art on your personal profile, we love seeing it. We love that you post it inside of the group. So here's what I know. Okay. Here's what I know about you guys. Your artwork is amazing and your artwork is important. Okay. I want to ask you, do you believe that? Do you believe that your artwork's important? Okay. It's really important that you believe that your artwork's important. This is what I know. Okay. This is what I know about you guys. Your art impacts people. Okay. Not only does it helps heal you physically, emotionally, heals your heart, it also heals other people. It also impacts other people in a positive way. I know that your artwork stops the scroll, and I know it's scientifically proven that artwork gives our viewers a hit of dopamine. Your artwork is worth more than just the supplies it's created on. It is worth thousands of dollars. And if you don't have a product yet that is worth $1,000 or more, I'm going to challenge you and I'm going to say, you just don't know yet how to create a signature offer, which is exactly what we're going to be talking about tomorrow during Thursday's training, is how we create and set up an offer and communicate the value of what we do. Okay. So I'm going to look out there and I'm going to say, honestly, to each and every one of you, if you don't have a product that the value is $1,000 or more, we need to talk. Okay. So I know this about you. I know that you have a product that is worth $1,000 or more. And just hint, if you need help developing and building your signature offer, that training is located in the VIP library. Okay. So we're going to talk a little bit about that VIP library in a minute. Okay. All right. This is what else I know about you. Your art has the power to create freedom in your life, and your artwork stops the scroll. Okay, I know this about you guys, and that's what I want to talk about just for a minute. Your artwork stops the scroll. People stop and look at it. Some people give you the thumbs up, the heart, the like. They might even comment. They may say something like beautiful, gorgeous, how much, right? Your artwork stops the scroll. Okay. And then what? And then what? Okay. Are you doing anything after someone stops the scroll and looks at your artwork? Okay. Have no fear if you don't know what to do after that. That is exactly what we're going to be talking about today. Today is going to be about finding leads. It's about list building. It's about finding customers. It is about what we like to call the hidden ROI. Many of us overlook the simple assets that we have inside of our business. Remember, our ROI, that's return on investment, is more than just the cash we bring in. It's the confidence. It's the knowledge. It's the assets that we have. And when we look at our leads, we have beautiful assets sitting here. Okay, so let me go ahead and see what we have here. Tell me who you guys are. I'm going to pop in here and read some of the comments. Okay. Pam, I'm a pastel artist. Love it. Love pastels. I love painting animals and dramatic landscapes. Love it. Love it. Absolutely love it. Let me see here. Living in Jersey. I'm in DC. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. We're like almost neighbors. Well, not really, but East Coast buddies. There we go. Julie, acrylic landscape painter. Okay. 34 years as an artist of colorful collage and acrylic paintings. Oh my gosh, we've got a variety of different artists in here today. We have also, let me think here, sculpture. Oh my gosh, love it. Dog portraits I saw as well. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. Okay, so we love getting to know you. Keep on dropping the comments. This is a beautiful community of artists. You guys start connecting. Start connecting. Make sure that you're leveraging all of the free resources that are here, which includes connecting with the other artists who are walking the same path and walking that same journey with you. Okay, so let's jump back in. I want to ask you guys another question. Okay, so we are going to be talking about leads today. We're going to talk about how to generate leads, and we're going to also talk about how to start walking those beautiful, dreamy new clients down the path to the sale. So let me ask you about your assets and about your resources that you currently have in your business. How many people have an email list? Okay, so just say me in the comments. I have an email list. Okay, and how many of you have 500? 500 emails on your email list? Just put in the number 500. How many of you have 5,000? Okay, that's a big jump. But how many of you have 5,000 or more? Just raise your hand right there. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, we're going to do some math. I want to do some math with you. Okay, let's talk a little bit about social media. Okay. How many of you have social media followers? If you add them all up, okay, and do a quick, don't spend a ton of time doing this, but you added up all the social media followers you have everywhere. YouTube, let's do the big ones: YouTube, Instagram, Facebook profile, Facebook group, a Facebook business page, and did I say Instagram? I think I did. Okay, so I want those: YouTube, Instagram, and all of your Facebook assets. If you add them all up, how many of you have more than 10,000 followers? Okay, that's adding up all the way across. How many of you have more than 100,000? Does anybody have 100,000? Okay, so what I really want you to do is claim that you have some really amazing assets, and we're going to break this apart, but there are sales in there. Folks, there are sales in your email list. There are sales in your engagement. There are sales in your social media. Okay, so let's do a little bit of math here. I don't know if you've been around long enough. Absolutely I love math. So I'm looking, okay, about 1,000, about 700, 10,000. That's really good. 20,000, perfect. Yes, 10,000 followers. Okay, those are assets. Okay, they're the forgotten return on investment. They're actually assets, and they have power. Just like they're kind of like they're like they have this power, and they're ready. They're like ready to explode with sales. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a little bit of math together. I want you to see how this all starts working. Businesses, just making a general statement, businesses out there, when they're really working in the online market, are looking for a conversion rate of only 3%. Okay. And they do cartwheels and they do a lot of refinement in order to get from a lead to a sale, 3% conversion rates. Okay. What I see with artists, just the fact that our artwork stops the scroll, we have really great conversion rates. Okay. We kind of have this huge benefit in the marketplace. And while everybody's complaining that it's not fair, those of us who are actually leveraging the power of our artwork are going, this is amazing. Okay. So let's do a little bit of math. Let's say that we're going to claim a 3% conversion rate. You have an email list. There's sales in there. You have monthly leads and you have monthly followers inside of your social media. There's sales in there. You have engagement. There's sales in there. And this is the beautiful thing about running a system versus shotgunning everything or kind of going out and winging it. When you are collecting as few, this is the most beautiful part, guys, as few as like 200 leads a month, and you're closing those leads at 3%, that means 6 sales a month. Okay. It's kind of like really amazing. And the best thing about the Art Boss formula is we don't have to have 100,000 followers. We just need to have the system that gives us 200 leads every single month. Okay. This is so doable. And this is the way that we start looking at our businesses and we start getting the numbers that we need. Okay. If you're charging a price that reflects the value of your artwork, okay, you should be charging at least $1,000 or have an offer sitting out there that is $1,000 offer. I'm just going to tell you, I watch pet portrait artists charge $2K and close at $2K really easily because they're actually communicating and run the full system. They're communicating the value proposition, and they're giving their dreamy new clients everything that they need to say yes. So just for someone who's a pet portrait artist who's closing at 2K because they're running the whole system, let's do the math again. If you're going to get 6 sales times $2,000 per piece, you're already at $12,000 a month. Okay. So Kate, absolutely love Kate. You're going to meet Kate during our presentation. Kate is an artist. Her artwork is absolutely amazing. She actually, one of her signature offers is painting vintage cars. Okay. Like I'm talking about painting paintings of them, not just going to the car and spray painting the car. I'm talking about beautiful artwork of vintage cars. She closes at 7K when she runs this system. She's like, she goes, I just closed 6 sales at 7K. I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do now? Okay. So we absolutely love sharing the stories here. And I'm going to tell you that the way that Kate closes that is not by winging it. Okay. If you're out there and you're going, you know what, I'm just going to wing this. I'm going to try to figure out how to sell more artwork. I'm just going to sit out there and post pictures of my artwork and say, DM me if you want to buy. We're going to undo the winging it. And we're going to actually start digging into how to collect those leads and start walking those dreamy new clients down the path to the sale. So I'm going to give you a minute, just kind of like grab your workbook again. I'm like looking for where mine is. It's in here somewhere. Okay. So grab your workbook. Okay. We're on day 2 in the workbook, and grab a comfy spot in your house or in your studio. Grab a beverage of choice, and it's probably lunchtime for you. So go ahead and grab a sandwich or something, because we're going to dig on in. Okay, let me ask you one of those questions again. Okay, so as an art business coach, it's my job sometimes to ask the tough questions. Sometimes I just kind of have to ask them, and maybe you're going to feel a little bit of a scratch on this one as well. But you can choose to answer the question in the comments, or you can just put it in your workbook and just write down this question. But I'm going to ask you, are you winging it? Are you trying to wing your sales? Are you trying to just throw out stuff and kind of see what catches? Are you throwing the spaghetti on the ceiling and seeing what sticks and what doesn't stick? Okay. It's really important for you to answer that question and really start making a decision. Like we talked yesterday, where are we going to, what are we going to do? Are we serious about creating this income stream? Are we going to just continue to dabble and wing it? Or are we going to really set up the actions and the systems that allow for us to get the results that we want? Okay. So we know this. I used to spend time trying to convince people that the online market really was the place to be. Like 4 years ago, I had to be like, really, guys, the online market for artists is amazing. What's happening in the online market is it's getting more sophisticated. Okay. So it used to be like 4 years ago, all we had to do was do a little pop-up show, and you would close thousands upon thousands of dollars in a weekend. People, it was a different time. We were in the middle of the pandemic, and people were so desperate for like connection. We just threw up a couple sales and we could make like thousands of dollars. Like I closed 20K in one weekend in art sales just by popping up a little like, hey, I'm going to be online, come and join me. The reality is it's gotten more sophisticated. The barriers to entry are getting a little bit harder. Okay. So it's not a bad thing. It just means that the online market, specifically for artists, is starting to get to the place where we have to do a little bit more work just to get access to the market. Okay. It's a little bit more sophisticated, but still the good news is it's not saturated. Okay. So that's one of the really good things, is our market is not saturated. Okay. There's no cost to entry right now. You can use social media anytime that you want to. Right. There's no charge. Nobody on Facebook says, well, if you want to have access, there's a charge. You don't even have to ask permission. Okay. You just have to follow some community standards, and you can set up a selling event anytime you want to. You don't have to ask for permission to show your artwork or to like get into a gallery, create your own. My goodness. You don't have to wait to go to a show, create your own. My goodness, all those things. So the market is not saturated. And I know the market's not saturated because of the cost of our cost per leads, finding leads here inside of the online market. We're going to share a little bit more also about how you find the leads and the cost of finding leads. Here's what early entry means. You need to be figuring this out now, how to set up your online business, because when you have a low cost to entry, like we do now, okay, not as low as it was 4 years ago, it means that your cost to doing business and getting ahead of all the tech things that are going to be coming your way over the next couple years and being able to adjust in the shifts in the market, you have to act now. Okay, that's just what it comes down to. So imagine if you could forever unchain yourself from your computer and in getting lost in the vortex of social media. Okay, so I want you to pop in the comments, give me some fire if that sounds good. Okay, if that sounds like something you want to get into the market, you want to figure this out before the competition gets harder, before everybody else starts figuring out they need sales funnels as well. Okay, because although and you want to get ahead of the market and you want to stop winging it. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to pop up this presentation. Okay. Oh yeah, that's what we need to be doing. There comes the fire. We need the fire. Remember. Okay, so if this is your first time, we talked a little bit about fire. The purpose for the fire is to be able to lock in some learning. Okay, so here at the Art Boss, we train in multiple different ways. You guys are going to learn audio. Okay, so we have a lot of presentations. We also bring up visual presentations. You guys are artists. I know you learn visually. So we have a lot of presentations and kinetic learning. Again, as artists, we understand the power of this. A lot of us have muscle memory. That's why we can create beautiful pieces of artwork quicker than people who've never done it before, right? Kinetic learning allows for our brain to lock in with a motion, something that we need to learn. Okay, so super great stuff here. So my name, I'm going to go ahead and pop in the presentation. My name is Rena Uha. Okay, I think I forgot to introduce myself at the beginning. This is day 2. We are going to be talking about that simplest and fastest path to a 6-figure art income. And I want to just kind of introduce myself and just take some time and talk to you a little bit about the artist life. I'm going to talk to you just a tad. I'm going to share with you what it means to me to be living the artist's life. Yesterday, I took time and I asked you like what in 3 words or why you're an artist. I wanted to get you to the place where you're starting to claim what you want from your art business and what you want your art business to do for you this year. So I'm going to share with me what my artist life means. Okay. So this is a little bit about me. When I'm not hanging out with you guys, these insanely talented artists who are my friends, you're actually going to find me around the Washington, D.C. area doing a lot of plein air art, I should say, plein air art in the Washington, D.C. area. I have a big group of friends here. We go out when the weather is more temperate. Okay. We go out, we paint George Washington's old, one of his river home. We paint the Potomac, we paint Maryland. I mean, we just go out and we paint farms. And it's kind of crazy that in the DC area, there's so much beautiful landscape painting that's here. When you're not finding me in plein air painting classes, I absolutely love to travel with my hubby, David. And you're probably going to find us in places like, especially where our kids live around the country. Like we're in Texas and Dallas with our daughter, and our son is in Fayetteville. And other family members live like in Atlanta, in Cincinnati, but we absolutely love spending time in Belize. So if you followed me for a while, you probably have seen my artwork. You've probably seen some of the posts and some of the things that I'm doing in Belize. My husband was born in Belize and we have family there. So you'll find us there many times a year. We absolutely love doing that. Now, here's the thing, okay? I know this is a fact that I can create an art business that allows for me to be living the artist life and to also be able to run my business from anywhere in the world. Okay. As long as it has internet, I'm golden. Okay. Belize is a 3rd world country, totally golden with the internet. And a part of my job, this is a part of my artist life, a part of my job is getting inspiration from the places where I live and where I exist and where I visit. So I'm actually out there capturing inspiration for my artwork. And I can do that because I know that my business is finding leads and walking those leads down the path to the sale while I'm visiting my family, while I'm on vacation, while I'm working from anywhere in the world. Okay. I love that about my business. The fact that it allows for me to do what I was placed on this earth to do and what I want to be doing in this season of my life. So I have this unexplainable need to create. Okay. And I also have this unexplainable need to actually show other artists the path to making income so they can continue to be artists. I know it doesn't make sense. A lot of people call me on that. They kind of roll their eyes. You know what it's like when someone says to you, okay, what? You're an artist? Artists just starve, right? When you're like, hey, I'm an artist, and people give you those stories about how their Aunt Mildred died with a garage full of artwork and she was always starving. Okay, we don't want to attract that kind of energy. This is the truth. We all have unexplainable needs to create. Okay. Sometimes the things we do and how we process the world, other people just aren't going to get us. I'm going to let you know that I have done a variety of different types of art income, and I spent 3 years creating artwork for companies like TJ Maxx, Hobby Lobby, Pier One, like Z Gallery, all of those places. I had 3 art licensing agents, and I worked for 3 years every day producing artwork in volumes. Okay. So I created probably 10 plus pieces every single week inside of my studio. I loved doing it while I was doing it, and then I burned out. Okay. So this is what I learned about myself. I have to have both create the option to be creative and the option to have like processes and to really start digging into processes. I'm the happiest in my personal life when I have the balance between right brain and left brain. And I'm actually able to, anytime I want to create and anytime I want to have a business that is set up that allows for me to have personal time as well. Okay. So here's the thing. Not everybody's going to get us. We all have these unexplainable needs to create, right? There's going to be some of you who are going to totally relate to this. I will skip a party if Dick Blick or Cheap Joe's or Jerry's Heartorama drops a box off at my house. I have been known to skip a party because I just want to open up the box and play with the paint, okay? So what does this mean for us, okay? Not everyone who sees our post, hears our stories, reads our value propositions is going to buy our artwork. Not everybody, okay? And that's totally okay. Here's the truth. Not everyone will automatically understand when we post our artwork that it's for sale and that they need to buy it, okay? That it actually has the power to provide positive change in their lives, okay? And that's okay as well, okay? That's okay because we only need a small little handful of people who say, tell me more. Love it. I love it. Okay, I'm going to pop in a couple slides here. Here are a couple of slides, and these are posts that I have created over the years. It's really specifically about how I have this unexplainable need. Follow me on my personal profile in Facebook if you would like to read more about like why I create the unexplainable need that I have. Pop on in here, and anytime you can read through those posts, they're totally out there for you to consume and for you to like just model them. Okay. All right. This is the Art Boss Challenge. It is through today and tomorrow. So it started yesterday. Today, we're going to be talking about the lead generation machine, that forgotten ROI. And we already talked about how we have to look for the return on investments in our business. We'll be here tomorrow. Big day tomorrow, really big day. We'll talk more about some of the amazing things that are headed your way. We're going to be talking about how to close sales tomorrow. That is why it's super important to make sure you attend tomorrow. And then on Friday, we have a bonus day. It's going to actually take place inside of a Zoom room, and we're going to do a live Q&A session. So we're going to be able to have more of a conversation. The Q&As that I run at the end of today, well, we did it yesterday and today and tomorrow, are designed for me to answer your questions. That laser focused coaching is designed for you to get consulting and some coaching from Team Art Boss. This is what is happening for the rest of the week. Live training every day at 1 p.m. Eastern time. You guys are in exactly the right place right here in the Facebook group. You have access to Artie, the Art Boss, okay? The Art Bot boss. She is your concierge. She has everything that you need. She's sending you reminders. She's sending you your resources. We're going to be giving you a beautiful link today that is going to be, you're going to be able to click in and get access to all of those resources through Artie. It's called the Art Boss Studio, okay? And we're also, remember, everything is available in replay. We know that not everyone can be here at 1 p.m. Eastern time every day. However, if you do show up, you're going to have access to the gift that we give away every single day that we do training. At the very end, we give away a gift. Okay. Yesterday's gift was really super sweet. And if you attended the live session, we gave you that information at the end of training. And yesterday's was a free website audit. Okay. So super crazy stuff that we're doing here. Okay. All right. VIP experience. I'm going to share a little bit more for you guys. Everything here this whole entire week, including next week, there's going to be some free training headed your way next week as well. is totally free. If you would like additional support, if you would like to have additional access to all of the coaches that are here, as well as some additional training, you have access to the VIP upgrade. Okay. That VIP upgrade is only going to be available today for the current price, and tomorrow it's going to go up. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. And then here's the bonus. Remember, every single day you get a gift, and on Thursday there's going to be this amazing bonus worth thousands of dollars that you're going to want to be there to claim. Okay. So this is our studio link. So everything that we provide, all that training, it sits right here in Facebook, but we also have it on a platform off of Facebook so that you can get the replays, you can get the links to the workbook, you can get the links to the homework and the resources that we're giving out on a daily basis. You're going to also be able to get access to that VIP upgrade later on if you want to grab that at any other time. The price will be going up on that VIP upgrade, but that's okay. If you want to wait, then you still have the option to be able to purchase that later. This is what's going to happen on Friday. We're going to have laser focused coaching Friday, July 26th at 1 p.m. It's going to be in a Zoom meeting, in a Zoom room. So you're going to need to get that pass to get in. There is an application in order to join that meeting. That application is located right here on that studio page. Okay, so you can go there and get that. We're sending out that app for that today. You'll see it everywhere. The VIP experience, once again, everything this week is totally free. But if you would like additional resources and you would like some of the tools that we give to art bosses who come on board at a really amazing price, then you want to take us up on the offer for the VIP upgrade. The link is right down here at the very bottom on the scroll, renauha.com/abc-VIP upgrade. I'm not sure. Let me think here. Dawn, would you be able to post the links? I'm sorry, I meant to prompt you. Would you be able to put this as a hyperlink inside of the Facebook group? I'm watching on my device, but it just went black, so I'm not sure. You may have already done that. But would you also help folks out and put the link right here? The link right here, renauha.com/abc-vip-upgrade. Would you put that as a hyperlink for us too? That would be amazing. Or Shauna or Nick or whoever's here who has those links for us. That would be great. I want to call out in the VIP upgrade some of what I think are the most powerful things that we're delivering inside of the VIP upgrade that are an addition. Okay. The Featured Artist Program is the program where we give you access to the 30,000 plus art lovers. Okay, these are buyers, pre-qualified buyers. We're actually up to 35,000 this month, and we give you access to those. It's called the Featured Art Program. You put your artwork out there, and we then take it and we push it out to all of our art buyers and pre-qualified leads. Here's the thing that's most important about this program, okay? We show you how to take leads out of our lead bucket and put them into yours. Okay, that's what the training is about. So that's a really great training. We're going to talk more about that today as well. We're going to talk about the Featured Artist Program. The Signature Offer Training is another really great training. It's valued at $400. It's for clarity on the products that you're taking to market. So yesterday we had a lot of questions during Q&A. We had questions about like, what should my pricing be? How much inventory do I need? All of those things are really part of a signature offer package. If you were one of the people who kind of was like, ooh, I don't have $1,000 offer, I'm going to tell you, you do. You just don't have clarity on it yet. Okay. So this is really amazing training as well. And want to call out that everyone gets a private Zoom room business building training meeting with me. Okay. So that is a really crazy, amazing. It gets for you to start building out your business plan. Okay. So totally up to you though. Remember, huge announcement, daily gifts, as well as that big giveaway on Thursday. Okay. So went through that a little bit fast. Just wanted to get into the training, y'all. I'm going to get into the training today. So here we go. Okay. The art, let's go ahead and just make this a little bit bigger because these slides, I want you to be able to see them. The Art Boss Formula. It's your six-figure art business system. Once again, we went through every single one of these components in detail yesterday. Today, we're going to really be breaking apart the container, how to collect your leads, and how to connect with your leads. We're going to be giving you the formula for doing that. Oh, this belonged before that. I want to brag on our team for just a minute. Okay. This week, you're going to be meeting our Art Boss team. We call them Team Art Boss. Here at the Art Boss, you have access to industry experts ranging from strategy to funnel masters to Facebook ads managers to content creation consultants, camera ready coaches, and more. And you're going to be meeting them. Check into that Facebook group. They're introducing themselves. They're sharing a little bit about what they do here and how they support artists. Every single one of them, they're checking out your artwork. They're reading what you're posting. They're learning more about you and your businesses, okay? They're taking time away from their own personal businesses to spend time with you. And I want you to claim the win here that you have access to all these amazing coaches, okay? So let's talk a little bit more about the Art Boss formula. And the Art Boss formula is about having a container. We're going to actually talk about the container part at the very end. I want to walk you through this before we jump into the container. We're going to be talking about first, we have to collect leads. Fact, if you don't have new leads, you won't have new sales. You can only keep selling to your same set of family and friends and same set of leads for so long before they will stop purchasing from you. Okay. There is a point where your sales will become non-existent if you do not add new leads into your lead containers, your lead buckets. These are some of the biggest mistakes that I see when businesses are trying to find leads. Okay, so let's just walk through this for a minute. The salesy weirdo. My dear friend, Miss Molly Mahoney, has coined that term. I absolutely love it. Here's the thing. Okay. Everyone says, I don't want to look like a used car salesman. I don't want to be a salesy weirdo. So they actually don't even show up in social media. Okay. And then when I check out and do a social media audit for them, they actually do look like salesy weirdos because they don't do anything but say, hey, here's a picture of my artwork. DM me in Messenger. And when someone just like goes, that's beautiful. They're like, do you want to buy? Do you want to buy? Do you want to buy? And that's exactly, it's kind of the self-fulfilling prophecy. So if you choose to walk away from social media, you're like, I don't want to be a salesy weirdo, and you choose to do nothing, you're actually self-fulfilling that prophecy. Okay. This is what else I see. I see people ignoring their leads. Okay. Our dreamy new clients are visually dining on our artwork, and then we do nothing. We're stopping the scroll with our artwork, and then we do nothing. This is a fact. Most online businesses miss the first 3 times that their customers say yes. Manually trying to find leads, okay? Manual lead generation. While we're so busy trying to find our leads, we're simply suffering from social media fatigue. If I had a nickel for a time, every time someone said, "Oh my gosh, social media, I feel like a dancing monkey. I feel I'm just like I'm aimless. I don't do it because I don't know what I should be doing." While we're so busy manually trying to find our leads, and I'm going to put in parentheses here, most people do this because they're trying to save money. Okay. We don't have any energy for our customers when they do show up. Okay. So we don't want to do this. This isn't how we want to show up when a customer finally knocks on our door and says, I would love to learn more. If we show up like this, we've lost our sale. There's a solution here. We're going to start walking through the solution and the formula for finding leads. Okay. So this is back to yesterday, one of the slides we used yesterday. There are 8 billion people in the world, and we can use the sales funnel system so that we are filtering, qualifying, disqualifying our leads to get down to a place where we have leads who are saying, tell me more. And then we run our sales system, and we only need a handful of people to say yes to our offers every month. We did the math at the very beginning. You get 200 leads every single month, run your selling system. It converts at 3%, you have 6 sales. Okay. If it only converts at 1% and the cost of your artwork is $10,000, you already surpassed your goal. Okay. So numbers don't matter. It's about knowing what to do with the numbers you have. So we have 3 yeses that happen in social media that most of us ignore before we ever recognize that we actually have a lead and we have someone who wants to learn more. Okay. So first of all, that first check mark, the first time someone says yes to us, they say yes to being in social media. Here's what they're saying yes to. Yes, I would love to learn more. Yes, I would love to see exciting new things. Yes, I am working or living or being entertained by social media, and I want to see things that make me feel good. Okay. That big yes. If you walk away from that yes and say, I'm never going to use social media, you're walking away from one of the most powerful yeses that are out there. Your customers are in social media. Okay. Number two, the second check mark. People see your artwork, stop the scroll because it's amazing, it's beautiful, and it is scientifically proven that artwork gives people a hit of dopamine. It gives people that hit of that happy natural chemical that happens in our brain that allows for us to feel good about ourselves, that allows for us to go out in the world with energy. And when they stop the scroll, it's the next yes they're giving us. Yes, I like your artwork. Okay. And if we don't capitalize on the third yes, when they're actually stopped long enough to read what we've put in the description, more than, hey, DM me if you want to buy, we're walking away from the third opportunity. And the third opportunity is where people give us their email addresses and their contact information. And this is what allows for us to have this beautiful lead bucket of leads, 200 a month at minimum. Okay. And we run our sales system. Now, for those of you who have 0 leads, you're like 200, I'm going to show you how crazy, amazing, easy it is to get 200 leads when you're running a system like this. Okay. So lead generation. You have to automate your lead generations unless you want to be tired on your desk when someone wants to talk to you. Really, this is one of the easiest things to automate. This is one of the things that's going to give you back so much time, so much confidence, and really reduce that overwhelm. So what do you need for your lead generation machine? You need your artwork. You need pictures and images of your artwork. Okay, so you need your art. Check, y'all have it. Okay, stop letting folks visually dine on your artwork. Make them an offer they can't refuse so that you can get their contact information. In order to do that, you're going to need a sales funnel. You're going to need funnel software. Okay, it's a tool that turns your followers, I should have said followers instead of them, turns your followers from a looky-loo into a lead. You need to have that software tool that does it. And then third, you need to have traffic. You need to be able to find people to look at your artwork. Okay. So put your art and your funnel in front of your ideal clients. Now, how do we do that? Okay. So everyone's sitting here going, okay, this is great. This is great. I have art. I need a funnel. I need traffic. When we're working in the online market, just due to the vast number of leads that are out there, really leveraging the power of metaverse ads are the first and simplest way to get hundreds, if not thousands, of leads every single month for as low as 29 cents a piece. We're talking pennies. We're talking pennies. And when we start looking at this snapshot, this is a snapshot of artists who are running ads. If you're going, I'm never running another ad again. If you're not getting leads under $1, you're not working with the right ads manager. Okay, so we get our leads under $1 for our art bosses. And here's a variety of different artwork from florals to portraits. I don't have an example of a pet portrait artist here right now, but we run so many ads a month. I just grab the ones that are out there that I have easy access to. Okay, so landscapes, abstract art. Okay, the average price per lead is under $1. And every once in a while, when the market fluctuates, you can see sometimes the cost per lead goes up, it goes up, right? And like, oh, great. Okay. $1.10, oh, $1.09. Okay. 98 cents. Okay. Most of the time it's on the average right there at underneath $1. Okay. So here's the thing. If you're not getting leads for under $1, if you're one of the artists who's like, I end up like not getting any leads, I don't get 0 leads, okay, then you're just not running ads the right way. It's okay. I'm going to tell you that one of the hardest skill sets out there is learning how to run Facebook ads and staying up to date with everything that's happening in Facebook. Okay, so ad results they vary based on audience, image, copy, marketplace events can definitely adjust the cost per lead. The normal Facebook fluctuations, daily ad spend, okay, how much you're actually spending on a daily basis. And at the Art Boss, we're consistently finding leads for under $1, sometimes as low as 29 cents. compared to other businesses. This should say other businesses, not art businesses, okay? I'm in a lot of mastermind groups. We talk a lot about cost per lead. Most businesses who are in more saturated market, remember how I told you that the art industry isn't super saturated? This is how I know, because our cost per leads are crazy good. Leads in other industries are going to range between $5 a lead, and I'm telling you, $20 a lead is not uncommon to hear businesses who are in saturated markets. Okay, so another really great reason to get into the online market now and not wait for a couple years for the cost per lead to go up. Okay, so meet Kimberly. This is Kimberly. We're going to run some numbers again. Kimberly runs a daily ad. Okay, so she runs a daily ad to find leads. She spends just a couple dollars a day. Okay, when you're running a consistent daily ad, you have a high converting automated lead generation machine. Here's what happens. Her cost per lead on average is 40 cents. That's like $4 for every 10 leads that she's finding. Compared to people who are trying to save money, it's estimated, okay? It's going to depend on your social media and your messaging, okay? This is a really good estimate. We estimate that in order to find 10 leads, it's going to, and when I say leads, these are not just people who like and heart your artwork. They're people who say, yeah, here's my email address. Here's information on how to contact me and send me more information. It's going to cost you at least $10. I'm sorry, 10 hours, at least 10 hours. Okay, so I was already doing the math in my head. I'm like, is your time worth, 50 cents? Less than 50 cents. Is your time worth 50 cents? Would you rather spend all these hours trying to find leads? And this is actually someone who's really good at organic lead generation. Okay, it's probably going to take, if you've never done it before, it's going to take longer. Okay, so math is so important, and we want you to have a lead generation machine. Okay, so this is what we provide here. We build your lead generation machine for you. That means that while we're building your funnel, running your ads, we're meeting with you every single week so that you're getting the ROI while you're learning how to use these tools. They're already up and running, doing their jobs before you ever take a look at them and start worrying about how you have to use them. I'm also going to tell you, we also show artists how to just build their own. If you don't want us to do it for you, we have all the training that you need to do it yourself. But this is what's really important. Okay, so we just finished up. How do you find leads? That's how you find leads. Okay, you need artwork, you need a funnel, and you need traffic. But what's really important, one thing that we need to recognize is if you're out there finding all these leads, but you never talk to them, you're never going to close sales. So it's really important to make sure that you have a system to connect with your leads. The Art Boss formula, we talked about it yesterday. It is a series of components and series of things that you need to set up in your business. And if you skip one of them, your business will stop working. Okay, so we have to find leads. Then we have to start talking to our leads. Connect, right? Collect, connect, close. That's all that you walk away with today. Just be like, okay, if I'm running my business, I need to collect leads, connect with leads, and then what was it? Close leads. Okay, so connecting with your leads. Let's talk about the big mistakes here that I watch businesses make when they are connecting with their leads. Okay, I want you to absorb this image for a minute because I know how you're interpreting it. Okay, all right. I don't want to bother people. Okay, I want you to look at where the arrow is. Okay, the arrow, the new customer, is the woman. I'm gonna do this. Is the woman is going, hey, I want to buy your art. Hey, I want to learn more. Okay, and we're like, oh, don't talk to me. I don't want to bother you. I don't want to bother you. I don't want to bother you. Okay, when most people look at this image, they assume the flip. Okay, this is a mindset shift. This is something that's really important to shift. But I'm like, I see it all the time. People like, hey. And we're like, oh, I don't want to bother you. And it's not like I don't want to talk to you. You're dying to talk to them, but you're so afraid you're annoying them that you actually you're so worried about bothering them, you start to ignore them. And we don't want to ignore our leads. Okay. So while we're so afraid of bothering people, we don't say anything and we end up ignoring our beautiful, dreamy new future clients. Okay. We talked about already time. There's three places and three yeses that we're missing. Many of us are missing in our art businesses. This is another big mistake. Everyone says that my prices are too high. Okay. We're so caught up talking to freebie seekers, talking to the competition. We may not even know we're talking to the competition, or people who are unaware of the value of our artwork. This is what we're at risk of. We start believing the people who say they can't afford our artwork, and big exclamation point, they aren't even ever going to purchase our artwork anyway. Okay, so we need to make sure that we have our lead generation set up in the right way, and then we need to start communicating the value of our product. Okay. Here's another mistake I see. And it's like, I'm posting, I'm connecting. Okay. And I see these posts that are going directly for the sale. And when I look at their social media, there's no communication and really communicating their value propositions. They go straight for the sale. We're so focused on closing a sale. We're posting everywhere. It's not that we're not doing work. We're just not doing the right work at the right time. And then there's the DM that says, DM me if you want to buy. Okay. We sometimes want to avoid talking to our leads because we don't want to look desperate. And why doesn't this work? We haven't given our future clients everything that they need to say yes. That's the big thing. Okay. So there's a huge solution here. We're going to talk about what we need to be doing and the shift that we need to make in our businesses and in our online businesses. Okay. So this is Sandra. Absolutely adore Sandra. She's a pet portrait artist, and she uses the whole entire formula. Okay. So you're going to see in the very middle, it says Sandra has one post that closes sales. Okay. It's really beautiful when we just have one post we can use every month and recycle. But the only reason that post converts is because she's running the full system. She's finding leads. She's connecting with her leads. And when she makes her offer in a post, she's able to close anywhere between like 6 and 10 pet portraits every time that she sets up this post. And she puts it inside of her social media and email marketing campaigns. Okay. So even this was straight out of what she sent to us. Even my clients comment on how much more confident I am when I talk about my artwork. Okay. The reason is because she's communicating her value proposition. And that tells me, that statement right there tells me that she's connecting with her ideal client. And you'll read below, just put out a post on Monday. This, I believe, was at Christmas time. Commission still available in time for Christmas. And I got 6 in. She's like, blimey, I'm going to be drawing in my sleep, never complaining. It's fantastic. Okay. So we have to have the system and like use our formula. I'm going to share with you our formula. We call it the path to the sale. Okay. This is the formula for being able to create social media, email, sales scripts, everything that we need in order to walk our clients down the path to the sale. Okay. So we can walk those beautiful future dreamy new clients down the path to the sale like it's the most natural thing in the world, so that we don't feel like we're bothering people, so that we don't feel like we're salesy weirdos, so that we're not exhausted by this whole entire process. And it comes down to making sure that the formula that we're using in our business, we have to get clarity on what the problem is that we solve. We need to understand our ideal client and what keeps them up at night. Now I'm going to stop here for a second because I know I'm going to get comments if they're not already coming in. Problem? What do you mean problem? How does my artwork solve a problem? Well, if you're don't have clarity on this yet, don't worry. It's okay. Hang tight. We're going to dig into this. And that signature offer training that I offered you in the VIP upgrade digs into this. Okay. It's fully builds out your whole entire signature offer based on your problem to solution. Okay. And the transformation that you provide. The second thing that we need to have clarity on the solution. Folks, our solution is always our artwork. It's always our signature offer. And we're going to communicate the big value proposition, our value statement, and connect the dots for our future customers. We need to connect the dots. A lot of times we're like, well, if I post a picture of my artwork, of course it's for sale. And yet I have artists tell me, I post all the time and I just had a friend tell me they didn't even know I sold my artwork. Okay. If I hear that response from an art business owner, I know they're not following the path to the sale. And the third part is the content that we're putting out there. We need to make sure we're giving our clients everything they need to say yes, so that when we make our offers, they're pulling out their credit cards. Okay. So how does this work? Okay. What's the formula? What's the formula? How do we do this? Okay. This is our beautiful, dreamy new client. I love the little squiggly with the question mark. Every single one of us has clients with different problems. Okay. We all have different ways to message to that problem, and we need to get clarity in our signature offer on how to do that. Okay. So let's just walk from here. Our clients are suffering from something. I'll give you an example at the end. Just give you a really clean, clear example. Our clients are suffering from something, and when we walk them down the path to the sale, give them everything they need to say yes, can communicate clearly the value of our product. When we provide the solution, it's no-brainer. It's a no-brainer that they need to purchase. Okay. This is what comes down to. This is a simple chart that we use inside of training. Okay. Our future customers are stuck. They need our artwork, but we need to get clarity on why. That's the problem. And the arrow represents the path to the sale, everything that we need to do to drive sales. We have to drive sales to the solution, and our customer needs our product to solve problems. The specific problem that we know that they have. Okay. So these little pink dots represent all of our contacts. All of our content and all of our contact points with our future customers. Okay. How many contact points do you need? If someone's asking, well, how many do I need? It depends on your customer. Okay. It depends on the clarity you have in your messaging. Okay. Some people are going to convert within the first contact, and some are going to take a week, a month, maybe even some people are going to take a year. Okay. So we need to start creating the content that literally walks our client down the path to the sale. And guys, connecting the dots for our customers, driving their path and showing them what to do next. Okay. Pulling out one of these, we want you to have content that converts to sales. So it's not just about posting pictures of your artwork. We have to actually put out content that converts to sales and starts communicating what we like to call your signature offer. Okay. Super important here. We're going to move into this. Okay. This is what I see and where customers get stuck. They get stuck right here. When I say when this is where artists get stuck. Okay. This is where my artists that I'm working with, they get stuck here. I don't need to talk to my customers. They aren't listening anyway. Okay. When I told you you're most at risk for your business stopping to close sales because you don't communicate with them, this is it. This is what I hear. No one's listening anyway. Okay. Totally not true. Totally not true. You can have content that sits out there. What the heck? I'm remembering a story of a friend of mine, Sean. He was out there and he was doing a Facebook Live, and he said to me, he goes, oh, good Lord, I prepared for this whole entire presentation. I did my whole Facebook Live. I had 0 eyeballs. Nobody showed up. And the very next day, someone reached out to me and I closed a $25,000 sale. And I was like, okay. It doesn't matter how many eyeballs you have on your lives. It only matters that people see what you have and what your signature offer is. Your buyers are seeing what you're doing when you're running campaigns, because campaigns are more than just one post. They're about a series of posts and emails and a system that's automated, delivering everything that they need in order to say yes, so that when you make your offers, they're pulling out their credit cards. If you go off the grid, right? If you go off the grid, you go radio silent, your leads will go cold and your sales won't happen. This is the next complaint, right? Well, what do I say? Oh my gosh, what do I say? I need someone to write this stuff for me. What's going on? Use our content creation formulas. You need for everything that you need, including your posting, your cash injection offers, promoting your sales events, your scripts for your Facebook Lives, your sales scripts. Okay. There should never be a time where you don't have anything to say. Okay. That actually should be the opposite. You should be like, oh my gosh, I have so much to say. Help me make this clearer and more concise. Okay. So we offer the Content Creation Club. Okay, so this is part of what we want to help you do. We will either write your content for you and have a VA team actually schedule and manage your social media containers for you, or we're going to show you how to write the content. Okay, so whichever you want to, we have the formula sitting out there. It is based on right here, what I just gave you, huge problem to solution. This is Cindy. She sent us a social media love note. She's like, I used one of the Art Boss social media campaigns called the Powerhouse Combo to get more people on her email list. That was the main purpose. Like every time we put posts out, we really start with what's the purpose of the post. That was her purpose. And she's like, and just from these, like these posts, which we wrote for her, in addition to growing her email list, she also closed 2 sales just shy of 3K. I don't know. That sounds like maybe that's something you put the little fire behind. Okay. And we're going to talk a minute about one of the things inside of your social media management content creation club. It's right back here. It's at the bottom. We have hired, I'm going to pop back over here. I hired how many? 5? Sean is here. How many? 5 copywriters. And we had 5 copywriters write 500 posts. They're posts for awareness, posts that convert to sales. They're already pre-written. Okay. So most of the time when you go out there to get copywriters, they're going to charge you right about $10 per post to write a post. They typically don't understand art. They definitely don't understand your problem to solution arcs. They don't know, like they're just out there writing content, $10 a pop. And you're going, oh, $10, that sounds really great. But do the math. Because that Post That Convert book has it's almost 500 now. It's 400 and something, high 400s. We'll just say 500 posts at $10 a piece. That's $5,000. Okay. So just want you to know that you have access to that. And I'm going to go hint, hint. Okay. The gift that we are going to be providing today is going to be related to your Post That Convert. Okay. So it's sitting right here. I have it. The gift. Okay. The gift is going to be this Post That Convert document. Okay. So you're going to need to wait to the end to get it, but I want you guys to hang in there. Okay. So I'm queuing this up now. Let me pop back here. I want to see you guys queuing up the Q&A. So just like yesterday, I know that you guys have questions. I expect for you to have a lot of questions today. This is powerful stuff. Okay. After the Q&A session, we're going to talk more about the containers. I wanted you to see all of this first before we start talking about containers. But I want you to put a Q in front of your, I'm looking to see what time it is. Okay, it's 2:01. I want you to put a Q in front of your questions. Okay, I'm here for as long as you need me. You have questions, I'll just keep reading them. And I have my device set up right here this time. I can read them easier. I have my glasses because I'll probably need those as well. Put a Q in front of your question. Okay, so while you're doing that, I am going to just put in here a couple of reminders. Okay, so first of all, I want you to meet Nick. Nick is an amazing artist. I'm gonna tell you, like, you know, people say the hardest working guy in show business. He's the hardest working artist in art business. Okay, he wakes up at 4 a.m. to create artwork. Okay, he's been manually trying to find all his leads, right, and posting in social media during the day. He manages local business art galleries. He attends art shows. He hand delivers a lot of his artwork, but with the automated tools in the Champagne Room, he's claiming back his time from lead generation. That's where he's starting. He's like, if I can just get my lead generation time back, and also the nurturing, sending out those automated emails, which means he has just more time for his personal life. So this is Nick. Okay. So before COVID, when he's out there, he was like, before COVID, I only sold to my local area, like the cities I could drive to, like in a day's drive. So he's in Kansas City, I believe. Yeah, Kansas City. So he was driving like Dallas. He was driving Chicago, might be a little bit too far, but like he was driving in the radius he could drive in a day. Okay. And after joining, he's like, I'm selling to the world without having to leave the comfort of my own home. I don't have to lug. He's like, I don't have to lug artwork anymore. I don't have to banging up in my cars. I don't have to worry about my car being able to get there. And in November, he's like, I hit my first 20K month. Okay. So super exciting stuff there. Let me think here. I want to give you guys some of the actionable things that so you can work on it overnight. Okay. So yesterday I posted the homework question and we had a bunch more come in this morning. So I'm going to be reviewing the rest of those this morning. Yesterday's homework question was, what would you love to see happen in your art business? Okay. If you said grow sales, things like that, you're not going to, probably not going to have a whole lot to say. Cause I'm like, well, of course that's what you want if you're here. But if you gave me more information about what your goals are for the rest of 2024, I'm going in and I'm giving you some more support and some more help. Today's question. So like if you answer these questions so that I can actually have enough information to guide you to where you need to go. What is keeping you? What is your I believe it says, what's your biggest challenge, but what's keeping you from selling more of your artwork online? What's your biggest online business challenge? Okay. So just post them in the stream. That post went out at 2 p.m. So it's already sitting out there inside of the Facebook group. Go ahead and post in it. It's just really a great way for you to use the Art Boss Challenge to identify where you're getting stuck and then start creating the path and uncovering what you need to do next to close more art sales. Okay. So that should already be in there. And then tomorrow, lots of stuff happening tomorrow. Don't forget, there's a huge bonus coming tomorrow. Also, this is what we're going to be uncovering. This is it. Okay. This is the path to sales. We're going to be unpacking your sales process. We're going to be talking about your signature offer. We're going to be talking about what we call the irresistible offer, that no-brainer offer that you're making to your ideal clients. And when you clearly communicate, okay, you find your clients, you create the content, you start clearly communicating the value of your product, you make those offers, it's just a no-brainer. Okay, so let me think here. Oh, Thursday gifts, already talked about that. All right, Q&A. Let me go ahead and pop back in here, put on my glasses and see what questions we have. So I'm going to pop all the way up to the first question. Okay. Thank you, Shauna, for start here with the questions. Okay. How to take an interest comment on a post to convert to a lead. Problem to solution. Okay. Miss Kayla would love to talk to you more about your art business. I've been watching what you're doing. Your artwork is amazing. You've been here for a while. It is time to create your social media calendars. It is time to make sure that all the content you're putting out there is automated, and it is time to turn those posts into sales. Okay. It is the whole entire formula to do it. Find the leads, connect with the leads, and then close those leads. Great question. Okay. Oh my goodness. I have an eclectic collection. Do I need ad copy per style? Again, oh my goodness. Remember how when I showed you all the art bosses in their artwork? Okay. Some of those artists have eclectic styles as well and eclectic artwork. Okay. So it's about going out there and leading with your strongest work first. Okay. So I'm going to say, no, you don't need to have an ad copy for every single piece of artwork that you have. We're going to start out with what you lead with and what's the strongest. Okay. And then if you want to add dollars to finding leads, you can go out with multiple styles, but most people really just want to work with you. You are the biggest asset in your business. Okay. So don't worry about if you have it's just not true that it's a problem if you have an eclectic and a variety of different styles. Okay. That's not a problem at all. Perfect. What if I have no B or Instagram followers? Well, then we need to build your asset base. Okay. Definitely need to build it. You need to have leads. Okay. So I want you to make sure that you have your most powerful social media lead container and that you build and put people in there. Okay. So let me think here. Started a Facebook group less than a month ago, probably right about a month ago, and put over 1,000 art lovers in there. Okay, so it's not that hard when you follow the formula. So for you guys who are like, and I think a couple people say this, for those of you who don't have any assets yet, it's okay, but you have to build them, and we'll build them with you. Okay, we'll show you exactly what you need to do. All right. Does this system also work for commercial clients and art directors? Kim, tell me more. Sounds like you're doing business to business. Okay, so tell me more. Because yes, but tell me more. Okay, I'm like reading through. How do you prevent scammers from accessing your Facebook? Oh my goodness. Okay, love this question. Inside of my personal profile, I think it was last week, I put a post out that was like, it just said, attention alert, new art scams. Okay. So first of all, when we are out there and we're a professional business, we need to protect our businesses from scammers and from people who are going to try to take our stuff. Okay. It's part of being the big leagues. So that's why I took my glasses off. And I want you to be like, if you have people who are trying to scam you and you have people who are being mean to you in your social media, I want you to pat yourself on the back and I want you to say, I've made it to the big leagues. Okay. When we're out there and we're sharing and we're showing people how our product is amazing, there are going to be people who aren't going to be nice. Okay. It's just the way it is. And we're going to have people who are going to start seeing that we're a business. And when we're a business, they're going to start trying to like scam us. Okay. So we totally, inside of the Art Boss, when we do our CEO meetings every single week, we talk about how this is called vetting. Okay. How do you vet a sale? If you have someone who comes to you and says, I love your work and I want you to XYZ, and it kind of sounds like too good to be true, we have a process for vetting. Oh my goodness. The other thing that we need to do is inside of Facebook, we have a whole like training session on how to protect your Facebook assets. And there are like 4 things that you need to be doing to your Facebook to make sure that you protect yourself from being like hijacked, from being locked and blocked. Okay. And one of the most important things, hint, hint, and a huge advantage is if you're running ads and you're paying Facebook, you get an extra access to Facebook. Okay. So when someone comes in and does something, you're not one of the freebies who's like, you're a paid person that's actually working with them, and they are way more responsive. Okay. So great question. And I took my glasses off to answer that one. Boom. Okay. As a VIP, how long do I have access to this information? Till the end of August. Okay. So and you're going to have additional meetings next month and all that kind of fun stuff. So that VIP offer is pretty amazing, and everything's fully downloadable. So if you're like, well, what if I need it after August? Download it. Everything's fully downloadable. What kind of leads do you help us create? Ooh, I don't know even how to answer that. How about leads that buy? I'm not sure. That's a really big question. I want you guys to have leads that you can like that, and then you run your selling system and you find the people who are ready to purchase right now. Do you have a way appraise art and get me paid? Are you tell me more? Are you looking for an art appraiser? Okay, I'm not sure that question. Do you think big images sell better than smaller ones, or just down to finding the right audience? It's Tracy, yes, it's about finding the right audience. Great question though. Yeah, we just need to find the right audience. We need to find our audience. Out of those 2 billion people who are just in Facebook alone on a daily basis, we just need to find the handful who want what we're doing. Let me think here. Do you need to pay to grow your followers? I find it so slow organic. Okay. Okay. First of all, I don't want you to grow followers. I want you to grow leads. Followers are not the same as leads. We talked about that yesterday. There was a little segment in yesterday's training about the difference between leads and followers. I'd rather you have leads. A lead, you have their name and you have a way to contact them. A follower has the control, right? And they can check in on what you're doing anytime they want to. But the reality of someone waking up in the morning and going, I think I'm going to check on Reno who has art today, is really low. is just really low. So we have to have a lead so that we can actually put an email in their inbox, put a social media post in their social media, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, I wanted to check out Ren's art." Okay, so it's a great question. I'm trying to find the Champagne Room on Google. Can you give us the website address? I'm going to show you the Champagne Room now, okay? And or that after Q&A, okay? I know that then I'm going to give you a hint here. The Champagne Room is not owned by the Art Boss. It's just like Active Campaign and ClickFunnels and all the other tools that are out there. Okay, they're tools that we use to run our business. I love the Champagne Room because everything's all in one place. And if you work with us, we pay for the Champagne Room for you. Okay. We believe in that tool so much to be able to actually automate your systems. We cover your access for you so you don't have to. If you just want the tool, I'm going to be giving you access to the tool, and you can do a 2-week trial if you want to look inside of the tool. It runs $347 a month. Okay, so, and I'm going to tell you again, yesterday I talked about it. I'm a cheap and free kind of girl. Before I found the Champagne Room, all the tools that I needed to use, we're going to unpack this. Okay, I'm going to show you more today after Q&A. All of those tools that are in there were saving me over $1,000 a month. Okay, it's kind of scary that the more that you become successful and the more that your lead assets grow, the more expensive tools can cost. And that's why I like the Champagne Room, because it doesn't cost more when you have a bigger business. Okay. So, but great question. Hang in there because we're going to really start digging into that Champagne Room. I want you to see it. And I want you to know that we pay for it for you and we create your assets in there so that while you're learning how to use it, it's already bringing in leads for you. One of the worst things when I've researched a lot of tools. I've worked with so many different tools that are out there. And what ends up happening is you pay for it and you're trying to figure it out while you're paying for it and you're not getting results yet. Okay. So tomorrow we're going to talk a lot more about that. Great question. Think here. How many photographers are in your program? Like the photographers do really well here. Okay. So it doesn't matter if you are a painter, a sculptor, okay, a yoga teacher, a healer, I'm trying to think of all photographers that we have a bunch of photographers who you'll be able to model after them and get to know them. Um, who else do we have? Actually, I even helped someone who was, well, the yoga teacher, as well as really started working with folks to how to sell really any product online. So I have a lot of people who come to me and go, "Wait, you do what with artists? If you can help them sell, can you help me sell?" Okay. So don't worry about your product. Okay. If your product is important and if your product's amazing, okay, and if people are telling you that your product's amazing, you got what you need to make this work. Uh, Looking for the cues. Remember, put a cue in front of your question. Is having a series better than an individual random painting? We do address that in the signature offer. There are a lot of people who are asking questions. How many pieces of artwork do I need? How much do I need to charge for it? Do I need to have like one painting or a series? Okay. We do talk about your signature offer and help you build out, making sure that what you're taking to market is clear, concise, and your messaging to it. Okay. So it's up to you, really. If you like just painting one-offs, then just sell one-offs. If you like painting in collections, my goodness, paint in collections. That's my big answer for you guys. Florals, landscapes, figures are the most popular or selling art subjects. They are? I didn't know that. Do you market abstract work differently? Oh, okay. So you're an abstract artist. Okay. Oh my gosh. I have a huge abstract collection. I'm going to tell you, it does spanking well when I use when I use the system. So first of all, I'm going to challenge that and say that is not true. If you were, if you were a portrait artist, you'd be saying abstracts are the way to go. So are like it's don't look at the other side of the fence and go, oh, it's easier to sell a certain kind of artwork. It's not true. Okay, so abstract artwork is amazing, and abstract artists do extremely well here. Okay. Should you watermark your work? Mm, it's in the signature offer program that we offer. I'm not a huge watermarker. There are different solutions to watermarking, to be honest, but do what you want to do. I'm going to give one piece of advice for watermarking. If it actually gets in the way of viewing that piece of artwork, I see some pieces of artwork that are absolutely gorgeous and their watermark just makes me like cringe because I don't want to look at it anymore. Okay, then don't watermark. Okay. All right. I'm looking through lead magnets. Do you mention lead magnets? What kind of lead magnets do you have artists make? Okay, inside of the VIP offer, one of the giveaways is a list of 50 different lead magnet ideas. Okay, so and you can use one of them or you can use all of them. Okay, how about getting leads that are geared not to just your art, but your art buyers for your niche? Okay, so tell me how this is a question from Gerda. Tell me how your art is different than your niche because your art should be your niche. That should be an equal sign in between there. So I'm not really sure how to answer that. I'm sorry, I read it and then, but I'm going to say your art is your niche. So I'm not exactly sure how to answer that question. How do you convert your followers to leads? Yep, we're going to do that tomorrow. We're going to walk through the sales process. We're going to talk about the things you need to be doing in order to close those leads. Any tips on how to grow your mailing list? Yes, what we just trained on. What we just trained on. And if you want us to build your lead generation system or show you how to build it, just let me know. Okay, pop a note over to me in Messenger. If you're a VIP, you have access to me via texting. Just let me know. Okay. Um, what about those clients who are almost ready to close a sale and then completely ghost you? We call that the verbal yes. When people say, yes, I'm going to buy, and then they ghost you. Okay. So, yes, we definitely have a system for closing the verbal yes. And you have to start layering the steps beforehand. Okay. So, yes, I love that. We call it the verbal yes. Um, and it happens to all of us, but we can reduce the number of times that it actually happens when we layer in the full closing system. So tomorrow we'll be talking about, again, how to close our sales. Um, if you have a social media presence and a website domain, what are the first steps? Okay, I want you guys, some of these questions, I want you to rewatch the training because I gave you the first step. Find your leads, connect with your leads. And I gave you the formula for doing all of that. Okay. From a standpoint, if you need help with the dailies, okay, we're going to be tomorrow talking about exactly what you need to be doing next. Okay. So I'm building an email subscriber. What do you recommend? Email Octopus or MailChimp. Okay. Anything that has a free zone, you'll grow your email list out of the free zone and then it gets really pricey. Okay. I recommend the Champagne Room. Again, I'm just obsessed with it. That's why we're going to be spending some time after this Q&A. I'm going to show you more about the Champagne Room. Okay, last one. Is the 29 cents per time the ad is posted or per day? Cost per lead, okay, is how much it costs you to get an email address. I think that answers that question. Okay, so all right. Let's pop on over. Okay. Let's pop on over and take a look at our Champagne Room. There we go. And I can take these off. Boop, boop, boop. All right. So when all of this comes together, this is what we're looking to build, right? Everyone who's like, well, how do I get leads? How do I do? We want you to have a system that allows for you to have the simplest and fastest path to getting those online sales. And We're going to talk about the tool in a little bit, but you can't separate the tool from the system. If you just have the tool and you're like, well, I have an email list and I have a funnel builder and I have a CRM and I have all these things, but you're not running a system, your tool won't work. And when you're just running the system, you're at risk for getting overwhelmed and tired because you're trying to do everything manually. Okay. So this whole week, right? Systems, tools, strategies. That's what I want you to walk away with. And I'm showing you exactly what they are. Okay. And we're going to be talking about the tool, and I want you to see it. Okay. And I want you to have like a visual on what it is. Okay. So tomorrow, and we'll be even talking more about the champagne room, but I want to show you it today for those of you who are here and you're hanging in there. You're hanging in there because this one is going to be a longer training than what I expected. But here's what we do. Okay. We're the people in the middle. That's us. That like smile, right? We're smiling, but we've got a big weight. Okay. Our business can feel like a huge weight. We need to actually make it not feel so overwhelming. And we're going to need help from our tools and our systems and our strategies. The very first guy over on the left, he's about creating automated lead generation. That's exactly what we talked about at the first part of this presentation. Like, what does that mean? What's the formula? What do you need, right? What do we need? We need our art. We need a funnel. We need traffic. Okay. That's lead generation. And it is one of the simplest things to set up to automate. Second, we have to have automated marketing campaigns. When someone says they want to learn more, we have to have automated campaigns that are going out and delivering the more. Okay. We can also do that manually if we want to. Some of the things in our social media and in our email, that we're doing, we're like, I call it a tossed salad. Okay. We're like actually getting people to click on buttons. We're taking the people from our email list and go, check me out on social media. What's happening? And when they're over on social media, we're tossing the salad again. Check out what you can get over here. And we're getting their email list. We're keeping them moving and we're directing traffic and we're making them offers that they can't refuse. And if you're not making offers in your social media and or your email, you're not going to have the times where you can, here's the next guy, right? The one who's now on the right. Okay. He is tracking engagement. And every time that someone responds to our call to action, we can track that time that they put on their computer. This is the magic to a tool. Okay. This is about having a system, but we can capture when someone responds to our call to action. And if your business isn't set up that way to be able to do it, you're missing out on being able to say who is seeing your artwork, who has clicked on the button to learn more, who is asking you to send them information, who is engaging with you, and maybe you've missed it in the past, but you're not going to miss it anymore. Right? And then automating the closing of your sales, which is what we're going to talk about tomorrow. Okay, how do we close those sales? So we have to have this tool. I'm going to pop over here because this is probably the slide you're more familiar with. Okay, it's called the Champagne Room. Okay, and this is what it looks like. This is the standard. Okay, this isn't any one in particular screenshot. It collects your leads. It tells you how much sales you're bringing in. It tells you about your conversion rate. It shows you where everyone is in your sales funnel. And this tool allows for you to see exactly who is getting ready to purchase. On the weekly basis, when you work with us, we show you how to use this tool to see the people who you need to be talking to this week. It's beautiful. Okay. What are all the tools that are sitting inside of the Champagne Room? Okay, what are they? Okay, for those of you who want to see more of this, I need for you just to send me a note in Messenger and say, I want to see more of the Champagne Room. Okay, and I'll pop you over a link so you can check out more. This is the most important part right here. It has a CRM and pipeline management. Okay. Typically, and this is the best thing about the Champagne Room. Again, it's not owned by the Art Boss. It's owned by a company that's out there. It builds all this for you. You would get our emails when you come on board. You get our emails, you get our funnels, you get everything's pre-built in here for you, so you don't have to spend time building everything. But the CRM, they even show you who their competitors are, so you can check it out. You're like, okay, so you can either pay $347 a month, or you can buy all of these products that you're going to need to run your business. Pipelines, $99. Unlimited sales funnels, you're in that $300 a month range. Website development, $99. Surveys and forms, quiz funnels. Oh my gosh, there's beautiful quiz funnels. You also have email marketing that's in here. That's your, like, someone asked about a MailChimp. You can see the MailChimp guy there. Okay. And two-way SMS marketing, booking appointments, all the automations. That's what the flows are, and are the automations you need in your business. A membership portal. So for those of you who, maybe you're a teacher, maybe you're a healer, maybe there are tools that, and you want a private membership group, and you deliver like the top, what exercises you need to do while looking at your artwork, right? Or maybe you are a teacher and you teach classes on how to paint acrylics or oils or whatever it is. There's this beautiful membership portal that you get to set up, and you can then use it to deliver content to your clients. Call tracking, reputation management is making sure that you're not getting any bad reviews out there in social media. The scheduler, as well as there's training and coaching and strategy available inside of this tool as well. Okay. So when you add it all up, it's like $3K a month. Okay. And so I'm going to say it again. When your business grows, okay, our goal is to get your email list up. Our goal is to get you more leads so you can close more sales. What's going to happen is when we get your email list into the 5K range, the 10K range, the 20K range, all of those tools out there, like even your little free MailChimp becomes really expensive when you have 10,000 plus emails. You can be spending $600 a month or more on your email delivery cost. Okay. Not fun, not fair, just the way it is. I know because I lived it. Before I found the Champagne Room, I was spending over $1,000 every single month. Guys, it was really pretty close to $1,500 a month in all the tools that I needed. And as my business and my sales grew, so did my tech stack cost. And I was like, this sucks. This absolutely sucks. So this is why I'm so obsessed with it. Okay. And this is why we actually cover the cost of this when you come on board and you work with us. That's how much I believe in it, is I'm going to give you access to it. Okay, so the Champagne Room, here are the big ones. Okay, so I just gave you all of everything that's in there because people are like, well, what's in it? Okay, here are the big important ones that are inside of your Champagne Room. You have funnel software. Okay, you have outbound messaging. That means you're sending out email addresses. They're automated. When someone clicks on the button, it sets in motion a series of emails that start to drive your sales, that start walking your clients down that path to the sale. And the CRM is super important for you to see the names of the people who are getting ready to purchase simply because they've clicked on links inside of your emails, inside of your social media, and you can see who is getting ready to purchase. Okay, super powerful stuff. All right, cool. Gift, it's gift time. Okay, if you would like to get your hands on 30 days of the posts that convert, then I need for you to just pop in a note here. Okay, actually, Miss Dawn or Miss Shauna, whoever's here, would you post the link for the gift, right? Just go ahead and put it inside of the feed here. And we'll you'll get 30 days of the posts that are pre-written for you. Okay, pretty spanking sweet. I actually opened it up the other day. I think they're 32. I counted. I was like, I'm like, oh, there's 32. Oh, well. Okay, cool. There's enough. There's a spare. There's a 31 days plus a spare. This tool is specifically designed to help you with awareness content. It's specifically designed to allow for you to sprinkle it through your social media. Okay, and I want you just to see how nice it is when you don't have to think about what you're going to post every day because you have a social media manager who's writing your content for you. And little hint here, okay, when you're in the VIP upgrade, you get the signature offer training, which helps you build what we call a value statement. When you put that value statement inside of ChatGPT along with an example here, and you're like, hey, would you adjust this post so it sounds more like what my business needs? It will do it for you. Super crazy, amazing stuff here. All right. That is it for today, you guys. You guys are amazing. I think we're popping in here. Let me think here where I need to be. Okay. We're going to be here again tomorrow. We're going to be really bringing it all together we're going to be talking about how you close sales. Okay. Today we talked about finding leads, connecting with leads, and everybody's like, well, how do I close them? We need another full session to talk about how to close leads. And we're going to be doing that tomorrow. Big gifts coming your way. You just got the daily gift for showing up in the live zone. Don't forget to do your homework. Go in there inside of the Facebook group. Make sure you post inside of that Facebook group. What's your biggest challenge in selling online, or what's keeping you from selling more artwork? Okay, answer that question. And a little plug for the VIPs. I'm sending out a note later on today in text message. Okay, so you're going to have access to me and my team through texting. What the heck? Okay. So if you're in the VIP, you're getting additional support from us, you're getting additional training, you're getting additional live meetings. And I've just opened up and let everyone who's a VIP know, hey, you have additional support. You can reply here in text. Okay. If you don't want to be receiving text with additional support, unsubscribe. It won't hurt our feelings. It'll leave more room for everybody else. So you guys are amazing. We will chat with you guys tomorrow. Have a really great one, and I will talk to you guys soon.